Hi, my name is Amy Ginsberg, and I am one of the clinical educators with Philauer Motion Control. Today, we're going to be talking about the components of the Utah arm. The Utah arm comes in a U3, a U3 Plus, and a base package. The U3 and U3 Plus have two microprocessors, electronics, and a transmission that not only flexes and extends the elbow, but also controls the terminal device and wrist rotator if there is one. Also, when you order the Utah arm, it is not left or right specific. Next, we'll take a look at the humeral friction band, and this is what holds the socket to the elbow. It also adjusts friction of internal and external rotation. When you install the clamp band, you do want to make sure that the head of the screw is on the medial aspect of the patient so that when they're not in the office, they can adjust the friction as well. The socket will house both all the electronics, the wires that goes into the elbow, the electrodes, and if you're using some multi-articulated terminal devices, you will need a supplemental battery. So when you order your Utah arm, there'll be an extra cable so that that battery can plug into, and that battery will be in the socket as well. The battery pack on the elbow provides all the energy needed to power the terminal device and the wrist. And this battery is interchangeable and rechargeable. The battery charger can be plugged into the wall and remain plugged in. International adapters can be used with the charger. The lithium-ion batteries must be installed as described, charged only when using the chargers included with the prosthesis. If you're using a supplemental battery, that will be within the socket and you would charge that separately. The data port on the Utah arm is located on the left-hand side, and your prosthetist can either use a USB cable. There's also a Bluetooth option. With the U3 Utah arm, there's a button located on the right-hand side used to lock and unlock the elbow. If you have a U3 Plus Utah arm, the first time you press it would be to unlock the elbow. The second time you press it is a friction brake, and the third time engages the pin lock. The power button on the Utah arm is located on the forearm. When you push the black button, that's what powers it on. And there's an audible noise that comes on when you turn it on. To turn it off, you push the red button. In the older versions of the Utah arm, there are gain pods that are exposed in both sides of the forearm. These should be set to either 6 or 7. In the newer versions of our forearms, these are covered up. The pods are still there, but they're already set to the correct positions. The gains can be adjusted within the legacy software. The forearm screws hold the forearm cover onto the structural portion of the elbow. When ordering a Utah arm, you can order it with a wrist rotator or just with a passive wrist. The shortest the Utah arm can go to if you are ordering a wrist rotator is our standard length, which is 10 inches. If you do need to go shorter, we can go as short as 9 inches, but it cannot house a wrist rotator. Thank you for joining us. More information is available on our website, www.philauer.com.